like stuck to your body. This is California.
As we get set here, another day of Blues baseball at Sinsheimer Stadium. As always, your broadcaster Davis Ellington coming to you live from our press box. To my right, as always, the man, the myth, the half gator, Coleman Barr from Tampa, Florida. It is a cool 94 degrees here today. Coleman's from Florida, though, so he's fine. He's part alligator. He was legitimately born in 104-degree weather. Is that not right, Cole? Cole says it's correct, as always. The Blues look to capitalize, try to build some momentum today after they won in last night's contest. They're going to look to make it 2 in a row as they will send Mario Lopez, the right-hander, out to the mound. Defensively, the Blues will line up like this. Out in left field, Marco Murillo, who had the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 8th inning in last night's game. He gets the start out in left as Noah Taylor will get the start in center. Jay Charleston gets a day off, and out in right will be number 9, the catcher turned utility man, Noah Cracknell. And around the infield, the Blues have Blaine Jones making his first start of the season over at third base. Shortstop, as always, it's going to be Dane Stankiewicz. Over at second, again, another staple of the Blues infield, Brian Klein out of Texas Tech. Luke Lipsius, the anchor over there at first base. And the battery for the Blues today, behind the plate, number 14, Ryan McCarty, as he and Lopez on the mound are going to look to keep the Blues going the right way as they got a win in last night's ball game by a tight score of 5-4. As Josh Andrews came on to close that game out, as we'll get set here. Aaron Sampson, the left fielder for the Orange County Riptide, going to come to the plate here to get things started. As the first offering from Mario Lopez is swung on and dribbled foul. 0-1. Sampson, Priest, and Hibbler do up for the Orange County Riptide here, as there's actually a fair amount of people braving the heat today out in attendance. I am actually shocked, as I was pretty sure most people would elect to stay inside with air conditioning, but the people are slow. You can't keep them away from their baseball as that fastball misses high, 1-1. As Lopez ready, his 1-1 pitch on the way. A breaking ball is going to stay a bit high here, 2-1. So Mario on the mound for the Blues today, the crafty right-hander, going to look to keep this Riptide lineup in check as he works today. His 2-1 offering out of the windup is a fastball going to be hit on the ground to short. Stankiewicz has it on a nice hop. Throw on the run is going to be in time to retire Sampson for out number 1. And with 1 gone, Micah Priest will hit. As Priest, number 23, the right fielder, steps up. Left-handed hitter. Going to face Lopez here with 1 gone and nobody aboard. As Mario so far on the season for the Blues with a 5.4 ERA through 18 and a third innings. He's allowed 11 earned runs. He struck out 23. As that first pitch is going to be popped up in foul ground. McCarty gives chase, goes with a basket catch, and it clanks off his glove and falls for just a go-ahead strike to make it 0-1. As McCarty looked like he had that one hit right off the heel of his glove, just unable to hold on to it. But Mario, as of right now, for the Blues, is tied for is second in the team in strikeouts. He and Frankie Scalzo both have tallied 23. The leader in that category for the Blues is Cole Tucker with 34, but no surprise, he has also pitched the most innings, so the math checks out as the 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled off by Priest here, 0-2. Priest, tall left-handed hitter at the plate in the very back of the box. He waits for the 0-2 offering from Lopez here. Change up, swung on and missed. Number 24 on the season for Lopez gets Priest to offer at a change up down and in for out number 3. So the first strikeout for Lopez today, the second out of the first inning, as Mason Hibbler will come to the plate, the first baseman. .6 185 pounds from the University of Texas. At the plate is the Longhorn. He swings and lines this one right back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit as it short hops Noah Taylor out there in center field. So he gets a first pitch low fastball there. Sends it right back up the middle for a 2-out single, which brings up Austin Soika, the third baseman for the Orange County Riptide. Will get a chance here with a man on first and 2 gone. Soika, the 6'1", 195-pound senior, hailing from Huntington Beach, California, attends Oklahoma Wesleyan University. It's going to be an incoming senior. The first pitch to him is a fastball down and away for a ball 1-0. So a quick first 2 outs here. Now a man on first after Hibbler got a first pitch fastball. They sent back up the middle. Blues dealing with Soika at the plate as Lopez will set at the belt. His 1-0 offering on the way here. Shot down the right field line off the bat of Soika. That's going to be fair. It's going to roll into the corner as Cracknell cuts it off. It's going to get it back in, but not before Soika pulls into second base with a 2-out double. So second and third here with 2 gone as the middle of this Orange County Riptide order does some damage here, making it a little bit more of a laborious inning for Lopez on the mound as now he looks to get out of it with no runs given up. It's second and third, 2 gone, and the center fielder, number 1, Luke Bandy at the plate. As Bandy stands in, right-handed hitter, slightly open stance, rocking the high socks. As he readies with 2 outs here, second and third, top of the first inning as Lopez sets at the belt. His first offering on the way as McCarty sets up inside. It's going to be a fastball for a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. So Lopez looking to work out of this here after a 2-out single and double. I've given the Riptide a couple of runners in scoring position here. As Lopez sets at the belt, his 0-1 offering on the way here as he gets the sign. A change up there is going to be tap foul back to the screen, 0-2. So a couple good pitches there from Lopez have him in the driver's seat here, 0-2. As Bandy, the center fielder for Riptide, he can run a little bit, so Blues infield's going to have to be quick, especially on any type of slow roller. Don't want to give him a chance to beat it out and allow a run to come in. So we'll see what Lopez does here with his 0-2 offering. McCarty back inside with this one. The 0-2 pitch. Another fastball is going to be laced down the left field line. It's going to be just foul. As that was almost a 2-run single there. Runners obviously moving on contact with 2 gone here in the top of the first, but that one just pulled foul as that fastball a bit left up in the zone there. Bandy jumped all over it. So now Lopez resets on the mound here. McCarty behind the dish gives the sign. Another 0-2 offering on the way as the runners take their leads from second and third. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball bit inside there as McCarty thought he had strike 3. Umpire does not give it to him. It's 1-2. So Bandy lives to see another pitch after taking a close breaking ball on that inside corner. Counts 1-2. Outfield playing straight up. Our normal win from right field blowing in per usual as the 1-2 offering. Another breaking ball here is going to be pulled foul down the third base line and will reset once more. As the Blues had a good game last night, Slade Hagan had a big double in that one to give the Blues what was at the time a go-ahead lead as they led that game 4-3. Murillo added on with a solo shot in the bottom of the 8th. Blues gave up 1 in the 9th, but were able to hold on for a 5-4 victory. So looking to build on that here today as both sides will get tested with the sweltering heat, at least here in the early goings before the sun drops down and it gets a little cooler as that slider breaks off the plate away. 2-2. As this is the day I think we need to put Coleman, our statistician, on the field, at least as a pinch runner. He played soccer in high school. He's from Florida. He's used to it. This is nothing for him. This is like a heavy coat weather. As Lopez is ready, the 2-2 offering once more on the way. Fastball swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying. So inning over, side retired. A big punch out there from Lopez as that poor Rawlings bat got sent a good 150 feet down the left field line. So Blues get out of it. They strand a pair, do the Riptide as we will come back. It'll be Noah Taylor getting things started as on the mound for the Riptide will be number 27, Colin Townsend. Blues looking for some early offense when we come back. As we jump back in, home half of the first set to go. Noah Taylor at the plate as he faces off against Colin Townsend. The right-hander's pitch is going to be hit on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly there. On to first in time as Steve Curry, the second baseman for the Riptide, gets an easy hop there for out number one. So one retired on one pitch. And Blaine Jones making his first start of the season at third base will come to the plate here. As Blaine, the sophomore out of Dallas Baptist, representing Munster, Texas. He's got to be used to the heat coming from Texas. So maybe today's Blaine's day to really break out. Everyone else dilapidated by the heat. Blaine's like, I'm home. I'm ready to go. As he takes a fastball for a called strike on the outer half. 0-1. Colin Townsend on the mound, kicks and deals. His 0-1 offering on the way. A fastball popped up. It's going to be foul out of play down the right field line. 0-2. As Colin Townsend, 6 foot, 190 pounds, out of St. Louis University, a sophomore from San Juan Capistrano, California. On the mound here is his 0-2 offering to Jones as well outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Townsend and Lopez dueling today on the mound between the Riptide and the Blues. As Colin rocks and throws here is 1-2 delivery on the way as the right-hander whips a slider out there, swung on and missed as Jones well out in front of that off-speed pitch as he's retired for out number 2. So each pitcher now with a strikeout. Both pitchers getting their first strikeouts of the game on the second batters that they face, as now with 2 gone and nobody aboard, Brian Klein, the second baseman for the Blues, will hit. The left-handed hitter out of Texas Tech with his nuclear blonde hair ready to go. Was the first pitch to him from Townsend on the way down and away in the dirt. 1-0 as Brian looking to put together a good at-bat here. He's got Luke Lipsius in the 4 spot behind him here. So the Blues going to try to do their best Riptide impression and try to put some pressure on Townsend here with 2 outs in the first as that fastball misses down and away. 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes as Klein waits. We'll see if he gets something to hit as the 2-0 offering to him is a fastball right on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Wise delay off there was Klein as he saw there's nothing he's going to really do with that pitch there. A nice spot from Townsend to jump back in the count. There's a 2-1 offering on the way here. Collins pitch a changeup, swung on and missed it. Klein had himself a hack at that one, just a bit out in front of the changeup as Townsend pulls the string nicely to even the count up at 2-2. As there's 2-2 offering on the way here. 2 gone in the inning. Townsend another changeup. This one just flipped and spoiled foul just above our merchandise tent. As it almost rolls into the rib line there. As that is not what I'm looking for when I order a tri-tip sandwich. But you never know. Exactly, Cole. This is baseball. You don't know what you're going to get on or off the field. As Townsend's 2-2 pitch one more time is a fastball well outside. A little too much two-seam on action on that one. Pulls it out of the zone. A nice job by Chase Sebi, the catcher, to reach out and make the play. Keeps it in front, and the count works full at 3-2. So Blues looking to get a man on here in the home half of the first as the payoff pitch on the way to Klein. A fastball outside, ball 4. So Klein works a 2-out walk. Another nice at-bat from the Texas Tech second baseman. And now Luke Lipsius will hit with a man on first. And 2 outs. So Lipsius out of the University of Tennessee stands in here as he hails from Williamsburg, Virginia. 6'2", 215-pound left-handed batter at the plate facing Colin Townsend. As Klein leads from first, a modest lead for Brian as that pitch down and in with the breaking ball there, 1-0. As Sebi does a nice job to slide over, keeps it in front. As the Blues have Lipsius at the plate, Marco Murillo in the on-deck circle. Slade Hagan will follow after Murillo as Hagan has the designated hitter role on the day for the Blues. As Luke waits, the 1-0 offering to him on the way. A fastball hit on the ground right at the first baseman who will take it to the bag himself. Inning over, side retired as Hibbler catches that grounder. Took one hop right toward his teeth, but he makes the grab. So Blues get a walk, but nothing more. As we played 1 inning of baseball so far here at Sinsheimer. Nothing after. One, Lopez will be back out there for his second inning of work. He will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters of Sebi, Cooper, and Curry when we come back. As we get back here, Mario Lopez on the mound. First pitch to Chase Sebi. Ground ball to third base. Jones has his first throw as a third baseman across the diamond is in time for out number 1. So they'll find you. The grounder to the third baseman. Jones makes his first play. He's 1 for 1 on the season over there at third base. And with 1 out, Matthew Cooper, the designated hitter, will come to the plate here. Matthew Cooper steps in, designated hitter at the plate. A tall right-hander to face Lopez as Mario's first offering on the way. A fastball on the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. As there's one person here with what we believe is a Vuvuzela, and we are stoked as that slider swung on and missed. As Cooper had himself a cut, it's 0-2. Matthew Cooper, 6'3", 215-pound, right-handed batter out of Clemson University. The 0-2 pitch to him on the breaking ball, just a bit low and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We don't know where this Vuvuzela is, but we're hoping he stays free, as our GM is going to probably ask him to not do it. But we love the spirit. I'm always pro Vuvuzela as that curveball's fouled back. Count remains 1-2. Now, watching that World Cup in South Africa was awesome. Coleman and I, both big Cup fans, have to agree Vuvuzela is one of the top 5 greatest sporting creations of the previous century as that fastball misses a bit low there, 2-2. So from the top of the second here, Cooper at the plate. Lopez on the mound. The count has moved to 2 balls and 2 strikes as Mario winds and throws. Pitch on the way, a fastball checks his swing, but goes around as Cooper for strikeout number 3 on the day for Mario Lopez as Cooper can't hold up there. Low and in heater gets him to go around. And with 2 gone, Steve Curry coming to the plate. It's very odd that we are giving out hot sauce today. We should be giving out ice packs, but that's what Bontemps does. So Lopez just giving out hot sauce on a day that people probably are not looking for hot sauce. As the first pitch here's a fastball a bit low to Steve Curry, 1-0. Is there a relation here to Steph Curry? Maybe. We don't know. I think absolutely. That would only make a lot of sense as the 1-0 offering to Steve is a fastball. Close pitch called the ball as McCarty tries to frame it, can't get the call. As Steve's 5'10", 180 pounds from Georgia Southern University. He's from Alpharetta, Georgia. As that fastball's hit on the ground to short, Stankiewicz has it cleanly, up and throwing with it, and in time for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Lopez on the mound. As that 1-2-3 inning brought to you by Minton Insurance. Focus on building long-term relationships with our clients. As we'll come back with the home half of the second inning. Blues going to look to build on the 1-2-3 inning work from Lopez when we come back. Home half of the second set to go. Marco Murillo coming to the plate here. Marco, the Campbellsville University Tiger, stands in. He had that big pinch hit home run that ended up being the deciding run in our game last night as the first pitch fastball to him from Townsend is a called strike 0-1. Murillo, Hagan, and of course Noah Cracknell 2 up here in the home half of the second. So I'm sure Paul's somewhere here at this game today per usual as the 0-1 offering breaking ball a bit up and in to Murillo 1-1. So Marco going to look to keep it going here as he got a 2-0 fastball in last night's contest, middle in and a bit low, just dropped the head of the bat on it and absolutely blasted it out beyond the Ultrex bull in left center field as he swings at a slider there. Spins him around, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 on Marco here as he stands in. Murillo looking to get aboard, going to have to battle back in this count as Townsend's 1-2 offering. Slider swung on him, same pitch, same result. Murillo waves at it and comes up empty for out number one. So a nice pitch by Townsend there. The slider breaking hard off the plate. Must look like a fastball out of his hands to get Murillo to go after 2 times in a row. So with 1 gone, Slade Hagen will come to the plate. As Slade will stand in. He's got some serious fan base here today. Does Slade, as when his name was announced from both sides of the field, you could hear the cheers for Slade. So maybe he's got family visiting. Or, maybe he's just a really likable guy. He's just socially just been very active in the slow community. As that fastball to him is going to miss down and away. 1-0 Slade, a senior from Gonzaga. He hails from Missoula, Montana. There's the 1-0 offering on the way. A fastball. This one's going to be called a strike on the outer half. As Jim, PA man, Jim, you could be right. But yeah, Montana. I feel like slow's a big destination for Montananites, Montanians, Montanoans. I don't know what they are, but that sounds like something they should be. As that fastball is going to miss high to Slade, 2-1. Yeah, Jim. See, you noodle with this. It's an interesting. Oh, man. Jim's dropping Hunt for Red October. Jim, that's not even a good movie. And they made it twice. They shouldn't have made it. The premise was decent, but, they should have done a lot better the first time, let alone the second time, as that fastball missed low. Slade. Meanwhile, there's a baseball game going on while we're reviewing movies up here, as the 3-1 pitch to Hagen's going to be dribbled down the first baseline foul, and the count's going to run full 3-2. So you come for the baseball to listen, but you stay for the movie criticisms between Jim and I. We should do a post game, Jim, of just movie critics. You give generations of knowledge here. I mean, we might be missing a generation in between, but hey, it's the 3-2 pitch to Hagen. That's going to be lined into left field for a base hit, so Slade stays hot. He singles to left for the first Blues hit of the day, appeasing his gaggle of fans he has here. As he's aboard with 1 out now, Noah Cracknell to the plate. It's Cracknell, the University of Portland catcher. At the plate, he's back out in right field for the Blues, so Noah has traded in his gear for an outfielder's mitt and has been patrolling right field the last couple starts he's had. As he stands in here, a man on first and 1 out as Townsend back into the stretch here. It's the first offering to Noah on the way. Fastball swung foul back to the screen. Slade was running. Looked like a hit and run was on there, but Noah fouls it off. 0-1. Skip's gone to that more this year than the Blues did last year, trying to make something happen on some hit and run action. As the count's 0-1 to Cracknell. Dane Stankiewicz, the shortstop, waits in the on-deck circle, left-handed hitter. We'll wait for his chances to pick over Slade Hagen back easily. Hagen, not the biggest threat to run, but you never know. You never know. He could take off at any moment. I doubt the Blues will go back-to-back hit and runs. As Colin Townsend now sets at the chest. His 0-1 offering on the way as Sebi sets up outside. That slider's going to stay a bit up in the zone there as that one crosses around the chest of Noah. It's going to be even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. As Slade takes his lead from first. Cracknell digs in at the box. The pitch from Townsend on the way. A fastball just a bit outside. Sebi tries to frame it, but can't get the call. It moves to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike as Noah stands in. Slightly open stance from the right-handed hitter. As Sebi, the catcher, sets up on the outer half. Runner goes. That ball going to be slow roller over to short. And third baseman's got it, but he's not going to have a play. Throws it back to second. And crawling back in safely is Hagen. So an infield single for Noah Cracknell as he flashes the wheels. And it's first and second. But the 1 out looks like they went another hit and run drill. This time, Noah early on a changeup there, but throws his bat at it. A slow dribble towards short. The third baseman cutting across the infield Soika made the play on it with his glove, but no chance to throw out Noah as he was moving down the line. As now Dane Stankiewicz stands in first and second, one out. It's the first offering from Townsend on the way here. A fastball, a call, strike on the outside corner. Stankiewicz nods his head in agreement. He's just getting his idea of what the zone's going to look like as he steps in for his first at-bat of the day. We're in the home half of the second inning. It's still 0-0 our score. First and second, one gone as the 0-1 offering to Dane. A bit inside with a change up there as Townsend just misses location as the count runs even now at 1-1. So 1-1 count on the batter. Stankiewicz here as Slade dances off second base. Now Townsend steps off as he's trying to keep Slade close over there. The shortstop, Paul Gomez, for the Riptide, playing right behind him, trying to hold him close to second, or at least as close as he can, as Slade dances off one more time. The 1-1 pitch to Stankiewicz is going to be a line drive. It's going to be snagged on the ground by the diving second baseman as he will throw to first in time. A nice play there by none other than Steve Curry, showing his familial athleticism there as he lays out, makes a headlong dive to keep that ball on the infield as he gets Dane for out number 2 in the inning, but both runners do advance, so it's second and third, 2 gone, and none other than Ryan McCarty coming to the plate. McCarty, as some may know, had our lone walk-off hit of the season. He had a walk-off single against the Humboldt Crabs as he stands in here, second and third, in a big spot here in the home half of the second with a chance to give his club the lead. As the Cuesta College catcher waits, the first offering to him is a fastball for a called strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1. Top of the order waits in the on-deck circle as Taylor waits to hit. Stankiewicz hit that one on the barrel a bit early on a changeup there was Dane. But barrels it up. It almost was going to get by by Steve Curry, but he made a nice play there to snag it on the dive to make the out. So the 0-1 offering now on the way to McCarty. This one low and away. A bluff throw back to third, diving back in. Over at third base is Hagan. It's 1-1. Slade's a big guy. On that play like that, he might just want to go back in standing up. His body takes up so much room. If you take that fastball off your back, you know they're not going to catch it. Is it the most appealing decision? No. But will you most likely be safe? Debatably. That's the 1-1 pitch here. Swung on and missed. A breaking ball there. Gets McCarty to go chase, and it's 1-2. So Blues looking for a big hit here. It's going to have to come with 2 strikes on their 9-hole hitter as Ryan steps back in. Ready to go as McCarty, the right-hander's got his American flag arm sleeve on the right arm. That's the 1-2 offering from Townsend on the way here. A fastball swung on and missed as McCarty's down swinging. The throw down to first on the ball in dirt. It's going to be in time to get Ryan. So that's the third strikeout for Townsend as he gets a big K there to end the threat. Blues strand 2. So he played 2 innings of baseball here. And we're still knotted at zeros as the second inning brought to you by the Rib Line. The Rib Line is famous for ribs, chicken, and all the fixins. Isn't that right, Mason? Mason, of course, agrees, our social media guy, as he hasn't taken any pictures of the Rib Line and their delicious food. But, we eat it too fast up here. It just doesn't get a shot. As we'll come back with the top of the third, Mario Lopez is going to come back out when we come back. So we set in here, top of the third inning. Bottom of the order, Paul Gomez, the shortstop, going to get things started here. It'll be Gomez, then back to the top of the order with Simpson and Priest for the Riptide, as that pitch is going to be grounded foul. Evens the count up at 1-1 on Paul. As Gomez, the shortstop, 5'10", 180 pounds, out of the University of Missouri. Go Tigers. He hails from Orange, California. At the plate here, the 1-1 offering to him as Lopez back out on the mound, fires a fastball just a bit off the plate as Gomez holds off on offering it. That one, it's 2-1. So knotted at zeros through the first 2 innings of this game, as that has been a rarity for the Blues as of late. Generally, one side has been able to poke through in these last couple games here with early offense with their first time through the order. It's a nice pitch there from Lopez. Going to even the count up at 2-2 as he kicks and deals here. His 2-2 offering on the way. A breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Ryan back there behind the plate. Keeps it in front. Gomez watches it, and the count is going to run full. Here, 3-2. The first full count worked by a Riptide hitter here against Lopez. Comes from Gomez at the plate. Is now the payoff pitch on the way as Mario fires a fastball just a bit inside as McCarty held it a little extra longer. Give the umpire a look at it. But ball 4 puts Gomez aboard. So leadoff man on here via the walk for the Riptide is now back to the top of the order. Aaron Simpson coming to the plate, as I wrote his name wrong down the first time, so my apologies. How I did that, I don't know. Coleman thinks it's because I'm a communications major, not a journalism major, so I don't actually write things. So I might be illiterate. We don't know. I'm just putting letters down and symbols. Anything could be on these pieces of paper. I'm not even sure. But what I am sure of is that first pitch from Lopez was a very nice breaking ball for a called strike to make it 0-1. As he picks over and Gomez just takes a step back onto the bag. So runner on first, nobody out, top of the order. And Aaron Simpson at the plate here. The left fielder bats. This is a very small lead for Gomez. Now he dances off a bit more. The 0-1 offering a slider well off the plate away, 1-1. As Mario gets ready out there on the mound, going to go through this Orange County order for a second time now as leadoff man Simpson at the plate with a 1-1 count on him here. Blues looking for a ground ball, trying to turn 2. Mills pinched toward second base, pitch on the way, fastball up for a ball. The runner goes, and he is going to be gunned down by just about a third of the baseline as Ryan McCarty pops up shooting. Looks like that might have been supposed to be a hit and run with a missed sign there as Gomez, not a great jump. Ryan McCarty got a great pitch to throw on a high fastball there, and Gomez is caught stealing as Brian Klein supplies the tag there. Gomez doesn't even make it to the bag as that fastball's going to be flipped down the right field line and out of play, even the count up at 2-2. So a nice throw by Ryan there. As the Blues this season, one stat that I think has gone unnoticed for the Blues is their percentage of throwing runners out this season on the base paths has been stellar. Their catchers have really been on it this season. As the 2-2 pitch from Lopez here, a fastball swung on and missed. Get your jackets out. Even though it's 98 degrees, there's still a bit of a breeze as Simpson swings through that one for out number 2. So 2 gone here as Micah Priest will come to the plate. As Priest struck out his first time up. He bats here, the left-hander. As Micah, large left-hander, stands in. 6'4", 215 pounds. He pops this one up. Drifting over in center field is going to be Noah Taylor, and he will make the catch. So 1 pitch needed to retire Priest. Inning over, side retired. A 1-2-3 inning, a walk, but a caught stealing. Took Gomez off the bases as that throw out by Ryan McCarty really provided the Blues with some insurance. And, that's what you want. When I think of Ryan McCarty and that, I think of ABC bonding and how it's so much better to know them and not need them than need them and have the unfortunate predicament of not knowing them. As we'll come back with the home half of the third. Blues going to look to get that first run on the board when we come back. As we get going here, top of the order at the plate, Noah Taylor hits a swinging bunt on the ground, fielded by Chase Sebi. The catcher able to make the throw in time for out number 1. So 1 pitch, and Taylor is gone. He has only seen 2 pitches today. He is grounded out on both attempts. As now Blaine Jones will come to the plate. Jones, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Right-hander here steps in here to face Colin Townsend as we're in the home half of the third. It's the top of the Blues lineup due up here as Taylor grounds out. Now it's Jones's turn. He's looking for some redemption after the strikeout. The first offer to him, a fastball middle in for a called strike, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here as Townsend kicks and deals a breaking ball. There's going to be hit on the ground into left field for a base hit. So Jones gets his revenge, gets a hanging curveball there, doesn't miss it. Swings on top of it, hits a hard ground ball right through the 5-6 hole, and he's aboard with 1 out. And Brian Klein at the plate. As Brian worked the count full and ended up walking his first time up as he hits here. The man on first and only 1 out, the left-hander at the plate looking to drive something here. As the Blues are a man on first and only 1 gone for the 3-hitter in their order. That's the first pitch. On the way here to Klein, a called strike, 0-1. As Townsend takes a look over at first base now, sets at the chest. His 0-1 offering on the way here with 1 gone. He kicks and deals a fastball ripped down the right field line, and that might be extra bases. It's going to be cut off nicely by the right fielder, so it's only going to be a single, but going first to third on that ball is Blaine Jones. So Brian does his job there. Back-to-back singles for the Blues have them in business as runners at the corners with only 1 out. So runners at the corners here. Only 1 out. Luke Lipsius at the plate. Lipsius, the team leader in batting averages. He's hitting .349. The first pitch to him, a fastball lifted foul on the left field line, hit well, but out of play, 0-1. Well, truthfully, it is actually Brian Klein, who's technically the team leader in batting average, hitting .381, but only so far 25 plate appearances. Luke Lipsius has tallied 106 plate appearances this summer. He has hitting .349 with 20 walks worked, as well as 13 RBIs. He's looking for more here as that fastball misses low, 1-1. So Luke here looking for RBI number 14. Blues RBI leaders are still a tie between Sands and Lutz. Lipsius trying to be 1 back of them as that pickoff play back to first. Not in time as Brian Klein dives back in. So count remains 1-1 here as Lipsius looking to break the scoring open in a 0-0 game, bottom of the third. The 1-1 offering on the way as Townsend the plate, fastball a bit low there. And the count moves to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Marco Murillo waits in the on-deck circle. Lipsius last time hit a hard ground ball right at the first baseman, who took it himself to the bag to end the bottom of the first. As now from the stretch, Townsend to the plate, fastball, broken bat, foul down the first baseline. As Lipsius is going to need to go get some new lumber after that one. He gets jammed with an inside fastball from Colin on the mound. It's going to even the count up at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here as now Luke comes back out. A fresh bat ready to go. A 2-2 count on him here. As he's just looking for a ground ball to the right side. Infield playing back. Playing for a double play if possible here. Trying to get themselves out of the inning. As Townsend looks in, gets the sign from Sebi. Now a quick pick over. Diving back in once more is Brian Klein. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here as Lipsius ready. The 2-2 offering on the way. A fastball chopped on the ground. This might be a high chopper. It's going to clank off the mitt of the second baseman, Curry, and everybody's safe. And the Blues grab the first run of the game here. So Lipsius to first, Klein over to second. Jones scores. It's a 1-0 lead for the Blues as that high chopper. Steve Curry tried to come in and catch it on the big hop. Did not get there in time. Had to try to feel it on that in-between hop. Got a glove on it, but it hits right off his glove. And everyone's going to be safe. So first and second here. One gone. As the Blues have taken a 1-0 lead. They're looking for more. They've got Klein at second, Lipsius at first, Murillo at the plate. Murillo, a strikeout victim, his first time up. His first offering to him, a fastball inside, 1-0. Slade Hagan, 1-for-1 on the day with a single, waits in the on-deck circle as the Blues have given Mario Lopez his first lead of the game as he has a 1-0 lead. The next time he comes out in the top of the fourth, so the Blues will be looking for a big shutdown inning when the time comes. But right now, looking for more runs. The 1-0 offering, runners go. Fastball swung on and missed on the high heat. Throw down the third is going to be well in time as Klein doesn't even bother to slide as the hit and run was on. Marco tried to get a piece of it, but that fastball up and around his eyes. Not much he's going to do there. So counts even at 1-1. Caught stealing is Klein for out number 2. So now runner on second here, 2 gone. Single could still score. Lipsius, center fielder. Bandy way deep out there in center field as a breaking ball there runs up and in on Marco. Count moves to 2-1. The center fielder, Luke Bandy, he is playing like Marco Murillo is in like triple A. Like Marco just got signed to like a round 1 pick. He is deep out there in center. Other outfielders are in their normal spots. So Bandy just being extra careful as that slider's going to be chopped on the ground to short. Gomez has it, straightens up the throw on to first. It's going to be in time and beats Marco by about half a step. As the Blues strand 1 inning over Cider time, but they grab 1 here. So you played 3 innings. This third inning brought to you by Splash Cafe. Splash Cafe has been a favorite destination in Pismo Beach since 1989, specifically for their award-winning clam chowders. We will come back with the top of the fourth. Mario Lopez looking for a big shutdown inning as the Blues have taken a 1-0 lead after 3 innings of baseball. As we settle back in here, top of the fourth inning, as the first pitch from Mario Lopez is going to hit Mason Hibbler right in the left leg there. So the right-handed batter is going to be aboard on a hit by pitch. So we jump back into our broadcast, and not exactly what Lopez is looking for to begin a potential shutdown inning here, as Blues give him a run in the bottom of the third. Hits the first batter he sees. Now it's Austin Soika at the plate here. A man on first and nobody out. As the Blues are looking to put a 0 up on the board. The Riptide trying to tie this game up as the first offering to Soika on the way. Fastball low. Nice block by McCarty. Keeps it in front. As the count goes to 1-0. As Soika and Bandy do up as well here for the Riptide in the visiting half of the fourth inning. As Lopez working out of the stretch here. Drops his glove to his belt and out of the plate with his 1-0. Another fastball in the dirt and another nice block by Ryan McCarty, keeping Hibbler home at first base. Count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. Now McCarty going to go out, have a quick word with his pitcher here, just try to calm him down as Lopez has been throwing well so far this game. Up to this point, he's allowed 2 hits and 1 walk, but that's it. He's also struck out 4 batters so far in this ball game. As Soika at the plate does have a double in this game as he made it second and third with 2 outs. Then Luke Bandy was retired on strikes to end the threat as the 2-0 offering to Soika on the way here. Fastball low, a nice pick by McCarty. Back pick to first, not in time as Hibbler gets back. It's 3-0, so maybe that double by Soika is just in the back of Mario Lopez's mind as he has not been close with his first 3 offerings here. It's 3-0 on the batter Soika as he stands in, the right-hander at the plate. The 3-0 offering to him on the way here as Lopez brings a fastball. It's supposed to be hit on the ground. Diving is Jones. He's not going to come up with it. It's going to roll into left field for a base hit. So 3-0. Soika has the green light. The Oklahoma Wesleyan product goes after that 3-0 fastball low in the zone. Hammers it hard into the ground and it rolls through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. And so now it's first and second. Nobody out after the hit by pitch and single. Soika 2 for 2 now on the day. And Luke Bandy, the center fielder, will come to the plate. As Jones a step or 2 behind, being even with the bag over at third. We'll see if Bandy drops a bunt down here. He's free swinging, and he rips that one into left field. Murillo's going to go back, and he's going to reach up and make the catch as that ball was tattooed, but right at Marco Murillo as he got on his horse quickly, got back behind that ball to make the catch. So Bandy hits an atom ball there for out number 1. Blues will take it as he has some good contact on that ball, but unfortunate luck for him. So he goes back to the dugout with nothing to show for it. And Chase Sebi, the catcher, will now come to the plate as he led off the second with a grounder ball out his first time up. As Sebi stands in here, first and second, 1 gone now in the inning as the Blues double play depth. Brian Klein trying to keep Hibbler close over there at second base. Stankiewicz pitched up the middle as well. Lipsy is playing behind the runner over at first. As Jones close to the line, but playing deep over at third. First pitch, a curveball in the dirt. Nice block by McCarty as he whips the mask off just in case, but no one runs. It's 1-0. Odd that Jones is playing that deep at third base. Normally double play depth mandates that as a third baseman, you're at least even with the bag, if not maybe a little more in, just to be able to cut that ball off quickly to start to turn 2. But playing with some depth over at third is Jones as the 1-0 offering. Fastball, this one's going to be just a bit low here to Sebi. It's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes here to the right-handed hitter as catcher Sebi waits. The 2-0 offering to him on the way as Murillo fires a fastball well out. Lopez fires a fastball well outside there, 3-0. So 3-0 the count here. Blues looking for a ground ball. Riptide hoping Sebi can come up with a big hit here to tie this ball game. As the 3-0 offering on the way here. Lopez played a fastball called strike on the inside corner. Keeps him in the count here, 3-1. As Sebi clearly taken all the way there. As Mario sets at the belt, ready his 3-1 offering. Fastball swung, popped up. Shallow right center field. Cracknell coming on here. Calling for it. He will make the catch. Runner not going to tag as he whips it back in quickly to the shortstop. So 2 gone now in the inning, so a couple big outs here. The hard line drive to Murillo out and left for out number 1. Now the fly out to right off the bat of Sebi for out number 2, and Matthew Cooper will come to the plate here. As Cooper will hit first and second, 2 gone. As the Riptide threat still ever so present here in the top of the 4th inning. Blues trying to dance their way out of trouble with Lopez on the mound as Cooper, the designated hitter, standing in. The first offering to him from Lopez on the way as Mario's fastball swung on and missed nothing and 1. As Cooper out of Clemson University at the plate here, facing off against Mario Lopez as Lopez ready. The right-hander's 0-1 offering down and away for a ball 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Lopez looks and gets the sign from McCarty. Ryan setting up on the outer half of the plate here. The 1-1 offering to Cooper on the way. A big curveball swung on and missed as he chases that breaking ball down in the dirt. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. As Cooper, the designated hitter, standing in, looking to get a big game-tying single. As Lopez sets at the belt, his 1-2 offering on the way. Runner's not going. Slider swung on and missed in the dirt as McCarty's got it. Throws on to first in time. Inning over. Side retired. A leadoff hit by pitch and a single had the Riptide in business, but a line out, fly out, and strikeout end the inning as Lopez dances out of trouble. As we will go to the home half of the 4th inning. So the Blues will be sending Hagen, Cracknell, and Stankiewicz to the plate. We'll take a short break and come back with the home half of the 4th as the Blues will look to add to their lead. Meanwhile, Townsend and the Riptide will look to keep the game at just 1-0 when we come back. As we get back here, home half of the 4th inning, Slade Hagen takes a hack and fouls the first pitch. He gets back out of play. 0-1 as Colin Townsend back out there for his 4th inning of work as he will face Hagen, Cracknell, and Stankiewicz, the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Blues order, as that fastball is going to be lifted into right center field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. So Slade Hagen, in front of his monstrous crowd today, is 2 for 2. So Hagen swinging a hot bat. That booming double on fireworks night has got his back going as he had a big hit in last night's contest. Now back-to-back singles here. As Hagen took that fastball the other way for a base hit. Now he's on first with Noah Cracknell, the right fielder, at the plate. As Noah reached on an infield single back in the 2nd inning, he ended up being stranded at second base after a ground out and big punch out by Townsend ended the Blues rally with 1 out in that 2nd inning as the first pitch on the way to Noah here. A breaking ball off the plate away for a ball 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Hagen and Cracknell look into the dugout, get the signs from skipper Dan Marple, as now Hagan leads from first, a modest lead for the catcher. Now in the designated hitter role today, as Noah Cracknell takes a called strike 1-1. One ball, one strike here. Noah standing in, looking for something to drive. The center fielder Bandy still playing out in Guadalajara out there in center field as that pitch swung on and missed 1-2. Like, I don't even know if I've ever seen Noah hit a ball that far. This man Bandy is he's like 10 feet from the track. He's playing a conservative 385 out there in center. I mean, Noah's got some pop, but that's a bit of a push. As the 1-2 offering, fastball hit back up, then it hits off the pitcher's feet, and everyone's going to be safe. But no, Noah looks like he's hurt as he pops out of the box. He comes up limping, so he's going to be out for out number one, as the Blues will have to check on him here. Looks like he might have pulled something as he tried to start running out of the box. As you can see, the second he took his first step, he basically just kind of gingerly walked his way down the first base line. So he'll go see the trainers, as the Blues will have a man on second with only one out. As Townsend's okay on the mound as it hit off his cleat. He tried to jump out of the way. The ball kicked up and got him right in the bottom of the shoe there. So that's the old 1-3 play on the kick ball for out number two. So hopefully Noah's okay. We can see the trainer's table here for a little bit. We'll see if we can tell what they're trying to check out. So runner on second, 1 gone in the inning as Dane Stankiewicz steps to the plate. The left-hander was robbed of a single by a nice play by Steve Curry, excuse me. I got Warriors on the brain. First pitch, low and in for a ball. You can't have a guy named Steve Curry, because on both sides, it gets me. You're a Y away from the Warriors head coach. You're a couple letters away from the Warriors super stud player. It's the 1-0 pitch from Townsend on the way. A fastball for a called strike on the outer half. Evens the count up at 1-1. Blues looking for a base hit from Stankiewicz if he can. Hagan on second base, ready to run. Being fueled by his herd of fans he's got in the stands today. As the 1-1 pitch from Townsend on the way. A fastball is going to be a called strike. Same spot, same result. Count moves to 1-2 as they're just daring Stankiewicz to take that fastball the other way, as they're just humming that low and away corner is calling. As Townsend on the mound here, a 1-2 count on the batter Dane. The left-handed hitter waits. The pitch on the way. Fastball inside, going to be pulled down the right field line, foul. The count will hold at 1-2 as a right-hander warms up in the Blues bullpen. Looks like it's number 28, Cameron Ziegler, getting loose. We'll see if he makes an appearance in this next inning, as Lopez has been doing pretty solid so far for the Blues. He's only allowed 3 hits and no runs through his first 4 innings of work. As Colin Townsend gets the sign from Chase Sebi, now waits and kicks and deals. His 1-2, a changeup hit back up the middle towards short. Shortstop Gomez has it, flips on to first, but not being able to dig it out. And everyone's going to be safe, as Mason Hibbler had to go into a stretch for that one. Gomez throws that one on the run. Did not account for as much two-seam sink on that ball as he ended up having. So it's going to be an error on the throw. And it's going to be first and second with 1 out here in the home half of the 4th. And Ryan McCarty coming to the plate. So Blues get a break there on the low throw. Hibbler just unable to keep it in his glove. He picked it but bobbled it. Caught it on the bobble, but not before Stankiewicz was through the bag. Now McCarty hits the first offering to him on the way. A changeup swung on and missed, 0-1. Top of the order, Noah Taylor waits in the on-deck circle. The Blues have a good chance here to get an extra run home. Just a ground ball to the right side. That does not result in a double play. Will do the job for Ryan McCarty here, as he's got another run just 90 feet away in the former Slade Hagen over at third as the 0-1 offering is going to be popped up. Shallow center field. Bandy coming out and all the way in, but going out and making the catch is going to be the second baseman, Steve Curry. So everyone retreats back, and there's 2 away. So well played. The second baseman, knowing that his center fielder was playing deep, comes in, goes out quickly, able to get under that fly ball, make the catch. And with 2 gone, the top of the order, Noah Taylor will be at the plate. He has a pair of ground outs so far on the day, as both times he swung at the first pitch he's seen. Blues looking for a big 2-out single from their leadoff man here with 2 away. Runners at the corners. Hagen over at third. Stankiewicz at first. As looking in, getting the sign is Townsend. Now sets at the chest. His first offering, a fastball right down Main Street for a called strike, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike here as Taylor, the left-handed hitter, future Cal Poly Mustang at the plate, looking to drive something off the pitch from Townsend on the way. A fastball going to be a bit up and out of the zone there. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. As the sun beginning to dip back behind the hills here, casting some shadows, making it a little cooler out on the field. As the pitch on the way is going to be flipped into left center. That's going to be a base hit as Hagen will trot home to score. Heading down to third base is Stankiewicz. As it's runners on the corners, they trade places. And it's a 2-0 Blues lead as they cash in on the opportunity here as Hagen with that leadoff single comes around to score on the RBI base hit by Noah Taylor. As Stankiewicz with 2 outs was going on contact, goes first to third on that ball, hitting the left center field gap. Taylor does a good job. Gets a change up there, able to keep his hands back, takes it the other way for a base hit. So runners at the corners, 2 gone. And now coming to the plate will be Blaine Jones as there's a little conference on the mound between Sebi and his pitcher as there's some action in the Riptide bullpen. A right-hander getting loose. So Blues take a 2-0 lead here, home half of the 4th inning. We'll see if this affects skipper Dan Marple's decision about whether or not to go to the bullpen as he gets an extra run of insurance here. And another one only 90 feet away as Taylor has a big 2-out single. Now looking for the same from Blaine Jones as the right-handed hitter steps in from Dallas Baptist. The first offering to him from Townsend on the way. Breaking ball inside, ripped foul down the left field line. Going to skip out of play, 0-1. This is Jones had himself a good rip at that front door slider there. So no balls and 1 strike. Brian Klein waits in the on-deck circle as Blaine Jones stands in. Runners lead from their respective bases. Blues have Stankiewicz at third. They got Taylor at first. The 0-1 offering, a fastball a bit down and away. A nice eye there by Jones to let that one run off the plate. 1-1 the count. As this crowd here at Sinsheimer Stadium has continued to fill out nicely even on a hot day, the people not being deterred. As that ball's going to be hit on the ground, third baseman has it. Goes the easy way to second, going to be in time. Inning over, side retired on the 5-4 putout, but damage done. As the Blues grab another run, Hagen comes home to score on the 2-out RBI single by Noah Taylor. The Blues, after 4 innings, take a 2-0 lead over the Riptide. The Riptide will look to respond as they have Curry, Gomez, and Simpson 8, 9, and 1 due up for them. When we come back with the top of the 5th, we'll see, as it will be, in fact, Mario Lopez for at least 1 more when we return with the top of the 5th inning here at Sinsheimer. as we get going here. Top of the 5th inning set to get underway as Steve Curry at the plate takes a fastball a bit inside there, 1-0. Curry, Gomez, and Simpson, 8-9-1, due up for the Riptides. That one's going to be popped up. Shallow right field. Calling for it is the Blues' new right fielder, Justin Lutz, as he makes the catch for out number 1. So gets tested on the second pitch of coming into the game. Does Lutz, but makes the play. 1 gone. And now Paul Gomez will come to the plate. Lutz out there in right field as he comes in for Noah Cracknell. As Noah's day looks to be done as he came out of the box limping in his last at-bat. We hope he's all right. Noah's our guy, as are all the Blues. As that fastball's hit down the third baseline, foul, out of play, 0-1. You hate to see injuries in any aspect of the game for either team. Hopefully it might just be we're hoping cramp, just from how much heat they've been exposed to, out of these players throughout the day, as they've been here since 3 a.m. getting ready for a 6 o'clock game. Because Skip is crazy, but he gets his guys ready to play. So maybe just not enough stretching for Noah before the game, but we're hoping that's what it is. Nothing serious, as the 0-1 pitch is going to be lifted into left center field, and calling for it and making the catch will be Marco Murillo as he drifts over, pulls that one in for out number 2. So 2 gone here, as Lopez only needs 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs of the inning. And now we go to the top of the 5th with Aaron Simpson going to come to the plate here. Simpson, the left fielder, 0 for 2 on the day so far. Ground out and strikeout victim against Lopez. Now ready for his 3rd run at the right-hander for the Blues, as Lopez whips a curveball in there for a nice called strike, 0-1. He drops that one right on the outer half of the plate. Steals that first pitch strike. Now ready with his 0-1 delivery on the way. Another curveball. This one is going to drop a bit too low as Simpson wisely lays off. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count here as Lopez kicks and deals a fastball in the dirt there. Tried to pick it, did McCarty, but just clanks off his glove. Doesn't matter. Thankfully, nobody on base. As the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike as the sun continues to drop. The shadows, as usual, grow on the field. They start with the pitcher's mound as they slowly engulf Sinsheimer Stadium, as the 2-1 offering on the way. Fastball lifted, going to be foul as it's just going to drift onto the top of the Blues dugout there. Lipsius gives chase, but watches it drift over the fence. That's going to even this count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th inning as Aaron Simpson at the plate, the right-handed hitter, facing off against Lopez. As Aaron Simpson at a Ball State University at the plate, ready to go. Is 2-2 offering from Lopez on the way. A fastball buzzes the tower a little bit as Simpson has to lean out of the way, and the count runs full 3-2. So we're very thankful for our positioning up in the press box today. It's been nice and cool up here. The interns down below working hard, as they do every day to put this game on, as they're, I'm sure, are all very excited to be able to go home and jump in a pool or a bathtub or a large bucket of water, whatever they need to cool off. I mean, Cole, do you want to define a pool as a large bucket of water? Then sure, it could be a large bucket of water. As that 3-2 pitch is going to be a single into left field as Simpson gets a challenge fastball there. Shoots it out toward the feet of Murillo for a 2-out hit. And Micah Priest will come to the plate here. The man on first and 2 gone. So Coleman from Florida is trying to find a pool as a large bucket of water. But see, I guess an above ground pool, yes, but a below ground pool, your bucket wouldn't be in case. That'd be like a large well, like a very surface heavy well. That fastball misses outside 1-0. You don't need to drink out of a well just because you're from Florida and that's how you get your main water source. Does not mean that everyone drinks out of wells. You can have several different types of wells. That's the 1-0 pitch on the way here. Fastball in the dirt. It's going to kick by. McCarty going to go to the backstop. Moving up to second base is Simpson as he takes a big turn, but it's going to hold there. So a wild pitch for Lopez there. Moves the count to 2-0. Allows Simpson to get himself over to second base. As now pitching coach Ed Gravel is going to come out to the mound. I like to think of a pool as like a clean moat. What do you think about that, Cole? Well, I think it's a. I don't know if you're keeping people out with the moat. I think it's just there. What about like a trough? Okay, we can go with like a fancy trough. That's what we're gonna call a pool. That's what we're defining pool as in the press box. I'm sure that the people listening to this are really excited to know how you people in Florida define pools as troughs. It's just the heat stroke. I think we're just both gonna pass out in like 2 innings, and then Jim's gonna take over the broadcast. Then all the wheels are gonna be off every buggy. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way. A fastball. That one's belted to right center field, and that does not look promising as Noah Taylor on the run. It's going to clank off the bottom of the wall, and it's going to skip away from both outfielders. Heading to third base is Priest. He might have it inside the Parker. He's going to be waved home. The throw to the plate from Klein on a hop, and it is going to be in time to gun down Micah Priest as he went for the inside the Parker. As the Riptide get a run, but they try to get a little greedy, trying to make it 2 to tie the game up, and Priest gets gunned down at the plate as that ball was a rocket off the right center field wall. Taylor and Lutz both thought they were going to catch it, so neither one played the role of backup. It skipped off the wall, split them like a field goal upright, rolled past them back toward where the right fielder would have been. As that relay throw came in well, though. Brian Klein with an excellent throw to the plate, a nice long hop throw, handleable for McCarty. Inning over. Side retired. They grab one. Do the Riptide. Coleman and I will finally stop talking about pools and moats and try to focus on baseball, but you never know. It's a 2-1 game here in San Luis Obispo as we will go to the home half of the 5th inning when we come back. As we get set with the home half of the 5th inning, 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the Blues, and the man that had kept this at 1-run lead for the Blues is at the plate. It's Brian Klein as the 0-1 pitch to him is going to be way up in it as he bends out of the way. Matrix style there, evening the count up at 1-1 as Colin Townsend's day is done. Brandon Ivy on the mound, the left-hander. 6'1", 190 pounds at the University of Texas. It's another Longhorn on the Riptides. That fastball will be lifted into right field, playable off the bat of Klein as that'll be caught for out number 1 as Micah Priest returns the favor as he pulls that one in for out number 1. Klein, good rip there, just a bit jammed on that one as he sent it out to the deeper part of right field, but corralled for 1 gone now as Luke Lipsius will hit Lipsius an RBI his last time up. As the first offering from the left-hander Ivy, a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. As the 0-1 offering to Luke, another fastball, another called strike, 0-2. Is that one more center cut at the knees there? Lipsius thought it might have been a little low, but gets rung on it as the 0-2 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground a second, fielded cleanly by Curry. Throw on to first. Going to be in time for out number 2, so 2 gone here. As now Marco Murillo, who will hit, As listening in, we have Susie Torres, the proud grandmother of Mario Lopez. Lopez is pitching very well today as he has a 2-1 lead right now. Blues trying to get him some more runs here. As Murillo bats with 2 gone. The first offering him from Ivy's, a fastball a bit inside. There 1 ball and no strikes. As the Blues looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the inning, as that's how the Riptide got their run with the single and then triple by Mike Caprice as that fastball fouled off back to the screen, equals the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. As our Blues family ever expanding, as we always love to see people comment on our chat of where they're listening from, if they're representing a player on the other side of the country, as we have with some of our players here. It's super cool as that fastball's grounded foul moves the count to 1-2 on Marco Murillo. As Marco at the plate here trying to keep it alive, trying to pass the baton. And standing behind him is a man 2 for 2 on the day, and Slade Hagan. As the pitch on the way swung on and missed, so Murillo down on strikes. Blues go down in order here in the 5th inning, as it's a 2-1 ball game here after the top of the 5th. 2-out mayhem by the Riptide cut the Blues lead in half. We got a 2-1 game as we go to the back half of this one, as it'll be the top of the 6th when we return, as it looks like it's going to be Cameron Ziegler out on the mound when we come back. As we jump back in here, top of the 6th inning set to go as Mason Hibbler, the 3-hitter in this Riptide order, at the plate. A line shot off his bat right at second baseman Brian Klein as he snares that one on his glove side for out number 1. So Hibbler, hard contact there, but right in the wrong spot as it's right at the Blues second baseman for out number 1. New man on the mound for the Blues is going to be Cameron Ziegler. He comes in for Mario Lopez, who pitched a fantastic game. He's in line for the win as he went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, Only walked 1, struck out 5. As he will look for his bullpen to seal the win for him as the first offering here to the cleanup man, Austin Soika. Fouled straight back, 0-1. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the Riptide here in the top of the 6th inning. As Soika waits. The 0-1 offering to him, a breaking ball, gonna float off the plate away as Ziegler whips out that frisbee slider of his, but drifts off. Soika wisely lays off, and that evens the count up at 1-1. Ziegler's gone 22 2/3 innings for the Blues this season so far, as his 1-1 offering out of the stretch on the way. That front door breaking ball pops straight up the elevator shaft. Ziegler himself going to call for it. Now McCarty calls him off because you can't let a pitcher feel the foul ball. Well done. McCarty takes control for out number 2. So 2 gone here. As now Luke Bandy will come to the plate. As Ziegler on the season in his 22 2/3 innings has a 2.78 ERA. He's tallied 22 strikeouts against only 4 walks, so pretty efficient on the mound is Ziegler about hitting that strike zone. This is his first offering of Bandy's a fastball. This one's going to be popped up as well. All in the infield, calling for it is Brian Klein, and he will make the catch. So a pretty smooth sailing inning there. Takes him 5 pitches to get out of the top of the 6th. As Bandy pops out in the first one he sees, as that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. We will come back with the home half of the 6th. As the top of the 6th brought to you by Tennis Warehouse. Tennis Warehouse provides the Central Coast with quality tennis equipment. And it'll be the bottom of the 6th inning. Blues will have Slade Hagen coming to the plate to lead things off when we come back. As we get set to go here, home half of the 6th inning, Slade Hagen, the designated hitter at the plate. First pitch he sees is a fastball for a called strike. 0-1. New man on the mound for the Riptides. It's going to be number 33, Jack Noble, as Brandon Ivy goes 1 inning, gets 1 strikeout, and his day is done. As the left-hander comes and does his job, goes after and gets Klein and Lipsius, the 2 big left-handed bats in the Blues order. As there's another fastball for another called strike. So quickly, Hagen down in the count 0-2. As now Noble waits his 0-2 offering on the way to Hagen here. Fastball swung on and missed as Hagen goes after a high heater there for out number 1. So with 1 gone in the inning on the punch out, Justin Lutz will get his first at bat of the game here as he comes to the plate. The left-handed power hitter for the Blues will stand in as he's coming in for Noah Cracknell. So we're still waiting on an update from our social media guy Mason on what is going on with Noah as the first pitch is going to be a bit outside to Lutz 1-0. Justin at the plate here, hitting .244 on the season for the Blues. He's worked a team high 21 walks as that fastball misses outside, doing their 2-0. Lutz also leading the team in RBIs. He's tied for that role with Sands. He has 15 on the season as the 2-0 offering to him a fastball. Big swing and a miss as Lutz. Talk about all or nothing on a swing like that. As he unloads on a swing there, comes up with nothing as it's 2-1 the count here. He's also tied for the team lead in home runs with 3 as the 2-1 offering to him. Fastball off the end about, slow roll to short. Gomez has it, flips it on to first in time to get Justin there. So the 6-3 put out. Tires Lutz for the second out of the inning. Now Dane Stankiewicz will hit. As Stankiewicz comes to the plate, boasting a .217 average, 2 RBIs, and 5 walks so far on the season for Dane. He's also scored 5 runs as well. As he stands in, left-handed hitter with 2 gone in the inning, looking to keep it going as the first pitch to him, a fastball a bit high for a ball 1-0. Ryan McCarty, the catcher, waits in the on-deck circle. McCarty 0 for 2 on the day as well. So bottom of the Blues order looking to make something happen possibly with 2 outs here in the home half of the 6th. As a breaking ball there, misses just a bit outside from Jack Noble. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. As Dane takes a second, now steps back in. Noble, a commit to the University of Oregon. He will join the Pac-12 as a Duck as that fastball, big swing and a miss as Dane as well gets a 2-0 fastball. Takes a mighty hack, but comes up with nothing there. As the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. As now ready is Noble. His pitch on the way. Fastball, another big cut and a whiff by Dane. And the count moves to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count on Stankiewicz here as Jack Noble rocks and throws his delivery on the way. Another fastball. This one to be called strike 3 on the low and away corner. Stankiewicz disagrees as he asks for clarification. But either way, he is gone on strike. So a pair of punch-outs here for Jack Noble as he has a 1-2-3 inning here in the home half of the 6th. And we will go to the top of the 7th. The back third of this ball game set to get underway. It'll be Sebi, Cooper, and Curry due up as Cameron Ziegler will be back out there for his second inning of work when we come back with Blues baseball here at Sinsheimer Stadium. As we settle in for the back third of this ball game, we got a close one here. 2-1 Blues lead as Chase Sebi, the catcher, will stand in facing Ziegler, who's back out there for his second inning of work out of the pen, trying to hold on to this one-run lead as Sebi, the right-hander, in the box waits for a first pitch fastball that runs a bit inside to him. 1-0. Sebi, Cooper, and Curry. 6, 7, 8 batters due up for the Riptides. They're looking to even this game up at 2 apiece. Blues trying to hold on for 9 more outs as the 1-0 offering on the way from Cameron Ziegler here. Fastball swung, a line drive right at the chest of Luke Lipsius as he will corral it for out number 1. So another hard hit ball off the Riptide bats, but another one right out of Blues infielder as Lipsius handles this one for out number 1. And now Matthew Cooper, the designated hitter, will come to the plate with 1 gone in the inning and nobody aboard as Ziegler does a good job to get his leader once more as he got Hibbler to hit a line drive shot right at Brian Klein back in the 6th inning as the first offering on the way to Cooper here as he digs in. Cameron Ziegler sets, kicks, and deals a fastball swung and slow roller to short. Stankiewicz has it, picks his hot throw on to first, is going to be in time as he gets Cooper by a step. So 3 pitches and 2 quick outs here for the pitcher Cameron Ziegler as he now will face Steve Curry, the second baseman. As Curry will stand in here. 0 for 2 on the day so far. As the right-hander digs in. The first offering on the way from Ziegler here. Fastball for a called strike on the low and in corner. 0-1. Ziegler, a nice job to jump ahead of his man here, knowing that most likely Curry not swinging after seeing it. The man before him get out on the first pitch he saw. Trying to make Ziegler use a couple more pitches in this inning. As the 0-1 offering, this one's going to be a fastball a bit upstairs there. Count draws even at 1-1. Blues looking to get back in the dugout, trying to get an extra insurance run or 2 if they can as this game continues. The 1-1 offering from Ziegler, breaking ball outside, 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on the batter, Steve Curry, as he's looking to keep the inning alive. Behind him, Paul Gomez waits as that fastball swung on tap foul at the plate. Evens this count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blues looking to leave Gomez in the on-deck circle if they can for next inning. As behind Gomez is the top of the order with Simpson and Priest, who were able to combine a single and a triple to yield the lone run so far for the Riptide. As now the 2-2 offering on the way from Cameron, swung on and missed up top where Mama hides the Thin Mints. Inning overside, retired. Ziegler, another 1-2-3 inning as we will go to the home half of the 7th. That strikeout brought to you by Left Coast T-Shirt Company, committed to providing superior quality goods and the best service anywhere. We will come back home half of the 7th. It'll be McCarty, Taylor, and Jones, 9-1-2, due up for the Blues when we come back. As the music stops and Ryan McCarty steps to the plate, we're in the bottom of the seventh. Blues looking to add on to a 2-1 lead as the new pitcher on the mound is going to be number 13, Zach Bromstead, as he comes on. He will be the fourth pitcher for the Riptide in this game as he fires the first pitch fastball a bit high there out of the zone 1-0, facing off against McCarty to get things started as he peppers the zone with a strike this time, even the count up at 1-1 as Jack Noble goes 1 inning, allows no hits, no walks, no runs, 2 strikeouts. So a solid inning for Noble. Thought we would see him again, but his day is done after 1 inning as Bromstead misses off the plate with a breaking ball there. Count moves to 2-1. So 2-1 the count here is Bromstead's offering a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike at the knees. And just like that, the count squares at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now as Bromstead in the windup. The right-hander's offering on the way. Another slider there in the dirt. Good block by Sebi as he slides over to keep it in front, and the count runs full 3-2. Bromstead, a 6 foot, 195-pound right-hander from Covina, California, a sophomore at Mount Sac Junior College. He has a full count offer coming toward Ryan McCarty here as he brings a fastball. It's going to be low, ball 4 as he tried to go back inside with it there, but it drops a bit low in the zone. So McCarty will reach on the walk to get things started as that is the Blues' first base runner since the 4th inning. As now we will go to the top of the order. Noah Taylor at the plate as Taylor had that big RBI single with 2 outs his last time up in that 4th inning. As Taylor stands in, runner on first. Nobody out here, top of the order, and Taylor, Jones, and Klein looking to get their at-bats here as that bunt's going to be popped up as Taylor squared, pops it back behind home plate. The catcher, Sebi, makes the easy catch for out number 1, so a failed bunt attempt there. Yields a pop out to the catcher for out number 1. And now Blaine Jones comes to the plate. Jones walking up to London Bridge by Fergie. Always a classic as he comes to the plate with all the swagger in the world. As you kind of have to. If you drop Fergie as your walk-up artist, you are legitimately dripping in swagger. As what is not that swagger is a check swing foul ball there to start the count at 0-1. As Jones gets a fastball bitten on the hands, checks his swing, but not before the ball kicks off the wood of his bat to send the count to a 0-1 start. Blues still have McCarty over at first, 1 gone in the inning after Taylor's popped up bunt. So Jones and Klein still with a chance here to do some damage. We'll see if the Blues try to run McCarty. He can move for a catcher. He's got some wheels. Maybe a hit and run as Blaine digs in. A 0-1 count on him right here. As Zach Bromstead working out of the stretch, peering over that front leg now. Quick pick over, diving back in easily as McCarty. As Bromstead's kind of got that Papelbon look. He leans way forward. He gets a good look at what this catcher's signing to him. Lets the arm dangle and picks himself up, ready to go as he sets at the chest. His first offering on the 0-1 is going to be lifted. A shot to left field. The left fielder goes leaping reindeer. Can't make the catch. It's over his head. It bounces off the wall. Rounding third and heading for the plate is McCarty. The throw is going to be a bit behind him, and the Blues plate another run here. As Jones doubles, the Vuvuzela rings, and the Blues get a big support run there as it's now a 3-1 lead as Blaine Jones with an RBI double, his second hit of the day. He singled and scored back in the 3rd as well. As the left fielder for the Riptide out there, Aaron Simpson, jumped up, tried to pull that line drive home, but it was over his head and off the wall for a double. So McCarty comes in all the way from first as he was moving on contact as he was pretty certain that ball was going to get over his head. As the first pitch here, check swing, called strike. To Brian, 0-1 as Klein stands in, a runner on second with only 1 out. As Klein digs in here, the 0-1 offering on the way. A change up there just a bit low as Sebi thought he had a strike call, but It's ruled out of the zone 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike here is Klein, the left-hander, stands in. Bromstead, the righty, kicks and deals. His 1-1 offering a fastball. Called strike on the outside corner. Sevy gets his pitcher that strike there as he frames that one nicely. Looked a bit off the plate, but he pulled it back over the corner to get that called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Brian as he's looking for a big hit here. The 1-2 offering to him on the way. Fastball is going to be popped up left side of the infield, foul territory, and a basket catch is made by the third baseman, Austin Soika, as he pulls that one in close to his team's on-deck circle. So Klein pops out for out number 2. And with 2 gone, Luke Lipsius will hit with a man on second and 2 outs. Blues looking for 1 more run. They need a single to drive home Jones. As Luke Bandy continues to play the deepest center field I have ever seen played at Sinsheimer. This man is gone. I can barely see him. As the first pitch to Lipsius is swung on. And it's tapped foul at the plate for a strike, 0-1. Right field playing slightly deeper as well with the left-handed hitting Luke at the plate. But Bandy's just way out there. This dude is just on his own island. As the pitch on the way here, slider drops low. 1 ball and 1 strike. If Luke just had like a soft line drive up the middle, he could get to second. Maybe even third, dare I say it. As he stands in here, he's got a 1-1 count, just looking for any sort of hit right now to get the Blues an extra run, as he's going to take a fastball there for a called strike on the outside corner as the count moves to 1-2. Marco Maria waits in the on-deck circle in the home half of the 7th inning right now. Blues have added a run here to make it a 3-1 lead. They got 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, now 1 here in the 7th. 1-2 pitch on the way, going to be spoiled foul out of play as the 1 run for the Riptide coming in the 5th inning. So Lipsius stays alive here. So we'll set for another 1-2 pitch on the way. So 1-2 pitch on the way. Bromstead deals a slider rip down the right field line this time, but also foul as Lipsius well out in front of that slider as he tried to go down and in toward the back foot of Lipsius. It hung up a little bit there as Luke spins it foul. So Lipsius at the plate, the left-handed hitter. Casual stance, waiting for the 1-2 pitch on the way as Bromstead with a fastball. This one's going to be popped up on the infield. Third baseman Soika going to call for and make the catch. Inning over, side retired, damage done. Blues grab a run. It's Blaine Jones stranded at second, but he does double home Ryan McCarty. So Blues cash in on the leadoff walk. As we will go to the top of the 8th inning. Blues lead it 3-1. They're looking for 6 more outs to put this one in the win column, but the Riptides offense has other ideas. We will come back with the top of the 8th. We'll see who the Blues send back out to the mound when we come back. As we jump back in, top of the 8th inning, Cameron Ziegler back out there for what will be his 3rd inning of work. He's so far gone 6 up, 6 down. Out of relief from the top of the 8th as Ziegler with a 1-0 count on the leadoff man, Aaron Simpson. It's a 1-0 offering. Checks his swing. As they say, he went around, evening the count up at 1-1. Excuse me. At the bottom of the order with Paul Gomez at the plate. Simpson is in the on-deck circle. Coleman giving me that look. You know, Coleman, I know, okay? I'm illiterate. We need to build from that as an organization, as that fastball is going to be a called strike on the inside corner, 1-2. What if you just write all the notes for me? And we'll make our own language that you can translate it into. All right, we'll work on that. We should work on that together. Come up with our own language that you can tell me what is actually going on. As Ziegler ready on the mound, his 1-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball just a bit inside there. As Gomez takes it for a ball, and the count runs even at 2-2. Blues looking for 6 more outs. Looking for Ziegler to help him out, as it looks like it's Jordan Chris warming up in the Blues bullpen for what might be an appearance in the 9th inning, depending on how the 8th goes. As the 2-2 pitch, fastball going to be popped up center field, playable as Noah Taylor is over, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone. Here's now we go to the top of the order, and Aaron Simpson will come to the plate now, as he will bat with nobody on and 1 out. As our final attendance for the night is 723 fans, which is pretty impressive for how hot it was today, that so many people come out to support their local team. Blues trying to give them a solid show. As the first pitch here to the leadoff man, Simpson's a fastball a bit up and in, 1-0. As Aaron, the left fielder, was almost able to pull in that screaming line drive off the bat of Blaine Jones. It was just over the tip of his mitt. The 1-0 pitch to him here is cued foul there to run the count even at 1-1. Simpson 1 for 3 on the day. He singled in the 5th. He was stranded. He came around to score, as he is the lone run for the Riptide today, as he came around on the triple by Micah Priest, as the breaking ball there to Simpson be lifted into left field, and Murillo's going to watch it fall for a base hit. So Simpson 2 for 4 on the day, a pair of singles in the last 2 at-bats. As Micah Priest comes to the plate here, a man on first, and 1 out. Last time he was at the plate, he tripled to right field. He was thrown out trying to turn that triple into an inside the park home run, as the Blues had a solid relay from center to second to home to be able to cut him down. As he bats here, the big left-hander waits for the first offering from Ziegler. A fastball up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. As Micah Priest out of the University of California, Los Angeles, at the plate, left-handed hitter waits. The 1-0 offering on the way from Ziegler as he breaks the plate. Fastball fouled straight back. Evens the count at 1-1. So count even, 1-1 runner on first. 1 out in the inning. Blues looking for a clean 8th from Ziegler as he worked the 6th and the 7th spotless. As he's 1-1 offering a fastball. This one's going to be hit into right field. Hit pretty well. Going back is Lutz. He's on the track, and he's not going to make the catch as it lands safely. Taylor there on the backup gets it in very quickly. Nice job by the center fielder. As Lutz was under it, just simply did not pull the pop fly in as it landed on the warning track. Taylor quickly gets it in. It'll go down as a hit as Lutz, though he probably should have caught the ball, did not make contact with it. So it's going to be a double for Priest. So he has a triple and a double today. So now it's 2nd and 3rd. 1 gone in the inning. Tying run in scoring position at second base, as Mason Hibbler will come to the plate here. Hibbler, a single his first time. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. He lined out to Klein his last at-bat. So 3 good at-bats from the 3-hitter in the Riptide order. As the first pitch to him a bit outside, 1-0. So now the 8th inning, building in drama. Right-hander Hibbler, slightly open stance as he drops that left foot to open it even more. The 1-0 from Ziegler. Fastball lifted into right field. Lutz takes a bad break. Now he's going to get back, and he's going to reach up and make the catch, as that will be deep enough to score a run. As Lutz's first step was in there, he had to quickly realize his misjudgment, able to get on his horse, get back there and make the catch. So he hauls it in out there in right field. For out number 2, a run comes in to score as Simpson crosses home plate on the sacrifice fly, and it's a 3-2 ball game. So now Austin Soika will come to the plate, tying run at second base in the form of Mike Caprice. As Ziegler sets his first offering to Soika on the way, fastball big, swing and a miss, 0-1. So that double by Jones looms large as he plated McCarty after McCarty got the leadoff walk. In the bottom of the 7th, Blues unable to get that shutdown inning they were looking for. The Riptide have grabbed one here. As the Blues looking to make it just one, as that fastball's going to be lifted into center field. Taylor coming on. Taylor's going to make the catch on a one-knee slide, as that saves this game from being tied. As Soika, with an absolute frozen rope out to center field. Taylor got a good break on the ball, able to get underneath it and make the catch for out number 3. So a runner is stranded, but one comes home. As we will go to the home half of the 8th, it's a 3-2 ball game, as it'll be Murillo, Hagan, and Lutz due up for the Blues when we come back. As Marco Murillo comes to the plate here. Bottom of the 8th. New pitcher on the mound is going to be number 35, Daniel Zimmerman. So Colin Townsend goes 4 innings. Since him, we've had a new pitcher each inning. As that fastball to Murillo, first pitch swing, popped up on the infield, playable as Kai Gomez underneath it makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 gone here. The start of the 8th as Slade Hagan will come to the plate. Hagan 2 for 3 on the day. A pair of singles so far and a run scored. My bad, Paul. It's Paul Gomez, the shortstop. Kai Gomez plays for another team. This heat is getting to me, Coleman. I need an ice bath. I'm breaking down. I'm at the seams, just tearing away as a human being today. As the first pitch to Slade Hagan's a called strike. 0-1. I thought I was so slick. Didn't even need to look at the roster. I was like, that's Gomez. At shortstop, no biggie. And I got greedy. I went for the first name, and I failed miserably. So my bad, Paul. That's on me. As the 0-1 pitch to Higgins, we popped up foul territory. It's going to stay in play. First baseman over. He reaches up and makes the catch. A nice play there by Mason Hibbler as he deep in foul territory up against the Blues bullpen down the right field line, makes the catch for out number 2. So a couple of pop-ups here by the Blues. 3 pitches, 2 outs, and now Justin Lutz will come to the plate. Nobody on. 2 gone as Lutz stands in. As Lutz is ground out to short his first time up as he came in back in the 5th inning defensively for Noah Cracknell. As the first pitch to Justin on the way here. A fastball called strike on the inside corner. 0-1. So 0-1 on the batter Lutz, the left-hander standing in. As the right-hander Zimmerman out of the University of Michigan brings a breaking ball a bit up and away there for a ball 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here as Justin stands in trying to keep this bottom of the 8th going. Trying to get the Blues 1 more run of insurance before the 9th comes around. As that fastball is going to be flipped foul as it gets in on the hands of Lutz. And the count moves to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 gone. As Lutz stands in, pitch on the way. As a changeup swung on and missed in the dirt as Sebi keeps it in front. So down to first is going to be in time. Inning over, side retired. So a punch out of Lutz there ends the 8th. The Blues go down in order. And we will come back with the top of the 9th. It's going to be Bandy, Sebi, and Cooper. 5, 6, and 7 spots due up for the Riptide as the Blues will send Cameron Ziegler back out there for the 9th when we come back. Top of the 9th inning set to go here. Cameron Ziegler back out and out. First pitch swinging. Lucas Bandy changeup cues it foul. 0-1. So Ziegler trying to go 4 innings for the Blues in relief as Mario Lopez went 5, allowed 5 hits, only 1 run, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. Ziegler trying to go the remaining 4 as his 0-1 offering on the way. A fastball outside evens the count up at 1-1. As with that run in the 8th inning, the Riptide officially give Lopez a no decision. So Ziegler competing to hold on for the win As that fastball's going to be laced into left field, that's going to be a base hit. So leadoff man on, the center fielder, Luke Bandy, who's got some speed on first base to get things started. Jordan Chris continues to warm in the Blues bullpen. Chase Sebi will now come to the plate with a man on first and nobody out. So Ziegler trying to hold on. He will get the win if the Blues can win it in 9. So runner on first. Nobody out. Sebi at the plate. Chase on the day. 0 for 3. Lined out his last time as he shows bunt. It's a called strike as he pulls it back. 0-1. So Ziegler gets a quick strike there. We'll see if Sebi shows bunt once again. As Ziegler sets his 0-1 offering on the way. Now Sebi does square, shows bunt, and he gets it down the first baseline, and it's going to just roll foul as it almost started to spin back. As it was on the line, kick foul, looked like it was trying to turn back fair, but wisely Luke Lipsius picks it up. And now the count's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. The Riptide playing for 1 here, just trying to get Bandy over to second base any way they can. As now Chase Sebi stands in at the plate. His 0-2 offering coming at him from Ziegler. Fastball well high. Quick pick back over to first base and diving back in safely is Bandy as he wandered off a bit from first base there, but he gets back in time. As Sebi now with a 1-2 count on him here. A man on first. Still nobody out. Ziegler looking for a ground ball if he can. Pitch on the way. Fastball flipped foul. Up and over the Blues bullpen. Count remains 1-2 as Jones over at third. A step more toward the line. Trying to guard against a double. Stankiewicz and Klein pinched up the middle in double play depth. Lipsius holding the runner on over at first base. As the 1-2 offering once again from Ziegler on the way. A fastball hit on the ground to first. And it hops over the glove of Lipsius into right field. And going first to third is going to be Luke Bandy. And just like that, the tying run is 90 feet away as Lipsius didn't body that one up. You got to get your chest in front of those as it hops right over his glove. And it's runners at the corners, nobody out. So a funky hop there, but Lipsius fielded it to his side there. Didn't chest it up, so he jumped right over his glove hand into right field, and the runners are at the corners with nobody out. And now skipper Dan Marple is going to come out to the mound in this 9th inning. Much like the 8th, beginning to be steeped in drama. As it looks like we'll see if Dan's going to go to the pen or not. The Blues have a decision to make. You put your infield in double play depth, play for the 2 and concede the tying run, or you pull everyone in and play to cut the run down at the plate. We will see when we come back as we'll take a short break. Jordan Chris is going to come on for Ziegler as his day is done. He gave a valiant effort, a bit unlucky. This is a 3-2 game. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Jordan Chris, the junior from Columbia, will be on the mound when we come back. This break in the action brought to you by Sunrun. Sunrun home solar panels allow you to lock in low home energy rates for the next 20 years, as well as Slow Life Magazine. Live the slow life all year long as we will come back with the rest of this 9th inning. Jordan Chris needs 3 outs and going to try to strand the runners at the corners when we return. So Jordan Chris on the mound. First pitch is going to be hit into left field for a base hit as a pinch hitter, Mason McWhorter, ties this game up on the first pitch he sees, gets a fastball low and away. A broken bat, base hit into left field. So we were wondering here in the booth if the Blues would possibly walk him just to load the bases so you'd have a force play at home. That did not happen. First pitch, and he makes the Blues pay. The left-handed hitter out of Georgia Southern singles, and this game is tied at 3 apiece. It's first and second, nobody out now. Steve Curry, the second baseman, at the plate. So we got a brand new ball game here as he shows bunt, pulls it back, a fastball high from Chris. 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike to Curry here. Blues looking for a double play. Ground ball, corners are in. Middle is back. As it looks like Curry's going to show bunt again. He pulls it back, a high fastball, 2-0. As Lipsius is crashing in from first, so Klein will be covering the first base bag on a bunt. So 2 balls and no strikes here. As the 2-0 offering from Jordan Chris on the way. Fastball right down the middle, taking all the way was Curry there, 2-1. So we'll see if he squares the bunt once again here. The count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Jordan Chris out of Columbia from De La Salle High School looking to stop the bleeding at just 1 run and give his team a chance to walk this one off. As the 2-1 pitch on the way, he shows bunt. This time gets it down, but foul as it trickles fouled on the third baseline. As the Blues the 2-2 count here on Mason McWhorter as Jordan Chris on the mound. The 2-2 offering on the way from the right-hander. Swung on and missed. A big punch out there for out number 1 as he gets Steve Curry to swing through that fastball for the first out of the inning. So runners at the corners, 1 gone now. As Paul Gomez, the shortstop, will come to the plate. Blues looking for a double play to get out of the inning here. As Gomez stands in, the shortstop ready. The first offering to him on the way. Chris's fastball a bit low there, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes here as Gomez stands in. Blues looking for a ground ball, trying to turn 2, get out of the inning as there's a good fastball from Jordan placed on the outside corner. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here. Gomez at the plate. Leadoff man Aaron Simpson waits in the on-deck circle. He has a pair of singles on the day. As the offering from Jordan here, breaking ball called, strike on the outside corner, 1-2. A big pitch there with the off-speed from Chris. Jumps ahead of the count, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. As Jordan on the mound sets, ready with the 1-2 offering. As he looks to second now, the plate fastball low. Nice pick by McCarty back there. Keeps it in front, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now as Paul Gomez steps back in. He walked back in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th, and in the 7th. As the 2-2 pitch on the way, Jordan looks to second. Now the plate fastball well outside. Nice grab by Ryan behind the plate. The count now full at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. As Gomez stands in, a full count on him. First and second, 1 out. As the Riptide have amassed 10 hits, and they've tied this game in the 9th. As that fastball has been lifted foul back to the screen, and we'll reset for another full count offering here. As Jordan looks and gets the sign, Ryan McCarty behind the plate. Sets up on the outer half. Jordan looks to second. Now breaks to the plate. A slider, ring him up and talk to me. Strike 3 called as he goes front door breaking ball. A big pitch there to get Gomez for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts. 1 looking, 1 swinging. And there are 2 gone here in the top of the 9th as Aaron Simpson will come to the plate. As it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here going out to second base is number 32. 32, Thomas Delgadillo going to the takeover at second base as Chase Sebi will go back to the dugout. As coming to the plate is Aaron Simpson, 2 for 4, a couple of singles, a couple of runs scored for the left fielder for the Riptide. As the first offering from Jordan, a slider swung on and missed. Nice pitch off the plate away, gets the swing through 0-1. So Delgadillo over at second base. At first, Mason McWhorter as the Riptide look to take a lead here. Blues trying to keep this game tied at 3s as the pitch swung on and missed. A low fastball from Jordan beats Simpson to the spot. It's 0-2. So 0-2 on the batter, Aaron Simpson. Jordan's got to make sure not to give him anything too good here as he's got the lead in the count. His 0-2 offering on the way. Slider swung on and missed. Inning over. Side retired. 3 strikeouts for Jordan Crisp, but the big damage done. The single by the pinch hitter, Mason McWhorter, ties this game up at 3s. We will come back with a bottom of the 9th. Blues are going to look to walk it off. It's going to be Stankiewicz, McCarty, and Taylor, the scheduled hitters, when we return, as the Blues and Riptide are tied at 3s through 8.5. As we get going here, tie game, 3 apiece. Bottom of the 9th, Blues looking to walk it off as Jordan Crisp strikes out the side to keep it at a 3-run game. Dane Stankiewicz in the box, going to take a first pitch called strike from Daniel Zimmerman, who's back out there for his second inning of work. As Zimmerman working solely out of the stretch, sets at the chest. His 0-1 offering to Dane on the way here. Pitches a fastball fouled straight back, a bit in on the hands as Dane fights it off. It's 0-2. Stankiewicz, McCarty, and Taylor do up for the Blues here. We'll see if Skip Uses any pinch hitters or pinch runners as the inning develops. Blues looking to get that leadoff man on. Currently, Stankiewicz behind the count, 0-2. Going to try to battle back here. The 0-2 offering on the way. Fastball fouled straight back as Zimmerman goes right after him with a fastball there. It's still 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes here as Dane steps back into the box. The Blues just need one to go home happy as the 0-2 pitch to him. Breaking ball low. A good take there as Dane lets that one fall. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Stankiewicz at the plate so far on the day, 0 for 3. As he waits, the left-hander in the box, right-hander on the mound, and Zimmerman brings a fastball swung, popped up, foul out of play. And the count will hold at 1-2. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Blues here. Bottom of the order trying to get something going. Set the table for the top of the lineup here if possible. As Stankiewicz ready. The 1-2 offering once again from Zimmerman as he kicks and deals a fastball swung tap foul at the plate as it hits off of Dane's front foot, but he stays alive. The crowd cheering, trying to invigorate the young man at the plate. As he's fought off a couple really good pitches here. Trying to stay alive as Daniel Zimmerman using some pitches, trying to put Stankiewicz away. We got a 3-3 game here, all knotted up in the bottom of the ninth. The Blues with 8 hits. The Riptide with 10. As Dane stands in, getting the sign from his catcher is Zimmerman. Now he's ready with his 1-2 offering once more. A fastball hit back up the middle, a base hit, and the Blues have the winning run aboard as Stankiewicz is going to try for second. The throw comes in, it's offline, and Dane into second base as he flashes some speed, the center fielder, and we've been talking about it the whole game in jest. It pays off right there, a soft line drive up the middle. Luke Bundy playing out again, almost beyond the fence in center field. A shallow line drive up the middle, soft off the end of the bat from Dane, was a definite single, but Bundy playing so far back, had to run so far in, took his time fielding it. Dane thinking 2 out of the box, made a beeline for second base, slides in safely, so the winning run for the Blues is on second after the unconventional double by Dane Stankiewicz has him in scoring position. And a man who has a walk-off hit already this season, Ryan McCarty, will be coming to the plate as there's a meeting on the mound. We'll see if they stick with Zimmerman here, as they're going to leave their man out there. There is a new catcher on, as behind the plate, number 17, Daniel Hawkins, is in after Chase Sebi was pinch ran for. So Hawkins goes back behind the plate here. Zimmerman on the mound, runner on second. Nobody out. Ryan McCarty at the plate. We'll see if the Blues try to drop a bunt down here as they have Dane at second base after a fantastic heads-up base running move to get himself over to second base here on the single as McCarty shows bunt. Pitch on the way. Fastball, he bunts it down the first baseline. Going to trickle foul. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to McCarty here, as he almost was able to push that bunt past the crashing first baseman, which would have been a pretty sweet bunt single there if he could have gotten it. Count 0-1. McCarty's just looking to sacrifice, though. Just wants to get Stankiewicz over to third. Corner's way in. First baseman creeping even farther as McCarty shows bunt. Zimmerman steps off, takes a look as Stankiewicz goes back to the bag. Now the catcher, Zimmerman, goes out as he hears it from the crowd here a little bit. No balls and 1 strike here. Ryan McCarty, the lone walk-off hit for the Blues on the season against the Humboldt Crabs a few weeks ago. In a very similar situation, plated a runner from second base as it was Sands who dove in safely. This time it's Stankiewicz at second base. The 0-1 pitch from Zimmerman. On the way, McCarty shows bunt, gets it down toward the third baseman. As he picks it up, his only play to first, the second baseman covering, gets it in time. So a nice play there by Austin Soika as he throws McCarty out, but McCarty does his job, the sac bunt for out number 1. Now the winning run for the Blues 90 feet away. As Stankiewicz over at third base, Noah Taylor is going to come to the plate, but we're going to take a short break as there's going to be a pitching change here. They're going to go to the pen or the Riptide, so Zimmerman's day is done. As we will come back, this pitching change brought to you by Mother's Tavern, a full-service, family-friendly restaurant that offers gourmet burgers, craft brews, and top-shelf custom cocktails. As the Blues will look to win it when we return, it's on the bat of Noah Taylor when we come back. As we get set to go here, bottom of the 9th inning, Noah Taylor at the plate. The winning run 90 feet away at third. Only one out. New pitcher on. It's going to be number 40, Jacob Parker, as Daniel Zimmerman's day is done. He goes 1 1/3, allows 1 hit. To this point, no runs and 1 strikeout, but he is responsible for the runner at third base as Parker on the mound here. 6'7", 245. This man is a load on the mound as a first pitch. A fastball called strike, 0-1. As on the first pitch, Noah Taylor squared. Looked like it might have been a safety squeeze on, but takes it for a called strike, 0-1. Parker out of Georgia Southern sets his 0-1 offering on the way as he whips a fastball just a bit outside there. 1 ball, 1 strike. As this man on the mound is playing with fire. As Parker, with that size of frame at 6'7", 245, the big right-hander's got some serious gas to work with as that fastball runs high, 2-1. The good news for Taylor is, with a guy throwing this hard, all you got to do is barrel it up for a sac fly. As now Luke Bandy has come back to earth out there in center field in case he's got to try to make a play at the plate on a sacrifice fly. Infield in as well. The 2-1 offering on the way from Bandy. Fastball low, 3-1. As the crowd is ensconced in every pitch here. As that fastball misses low. 3-1 here as Parker takes a second. Now gathered himself back out on the mound. Taylor with a chance. The 3-1 offering. Fastball swung on, tapped toward first, and it's going to kick off the infield right off the lip of the grass, and it's going to roll foul, and the count's going to run full 3-2. As that was almost it, as Stankiewicz was hustling home. First baseman was charging in as it looked like Hibbler was going to have to make an amazing play on maybe a long-distance flip. That ball lands right on the edge of the grass, right on the lip between it and the baseline dirt. Kicks foul, now count full 3-2. Taylor got to be careful. Parker can walk him with really no ramifications as the 3-2 pitch. Fastball is going to be high, ball forward. Taylor with a wise take there, lays off, and it's runners at the corners here with only one out. Blaine Jones coming to the plate, and Fergie's London Bridge echoes in the halls of Sinsheimer as the Blues look for a big hit from their third baseman, as he is 2 for 4 on the day. He singled and scored a run in the third. He's also doubled and had the RBI on that double back in the 7th inning that gave the Blues their third run of the game. So runners at the corners here, has the middle infield back playing for 2. Corners still in. First pitch, breaking ball inside. It kicks away from the catcher, and coming home and scoring is Dane Stankiewicz, and the Blues win it on a pass ball as it clicks right off the mitt of Daniel Hawkins. The game is over, and the Blues on a walk-off pass ball. Not the most dramatic way to do it, but they get the job done as Dane Stankiewicz comes home, and the Blues take it by a final of 4-3 as they went first pitch breaking ball. Did the Riptide, as it was a nice idea. I like the call, as you know that Jones is going up there looking fastball. Parker goes with the curveball there, and Daniel Hawkins simply just clanks it off the edge of his mitt. And since the Blues field, the way it's configured, the home plate area is a bit raised. So once that ball gets rolling towards the backstop, it just keeps on going. So Stankiewicz took off for the plate, goes in standing up. The game is over, and the Blues take game 1 of this series against the Riptide by a final of 4-3, our second walk-off of the season, as it's Dane Stankiewicz and his heads-up base running that got this inning started. The single up the middle as he took second base, beating the throw from the center fielder, turned a single into a double, and allowed the Blues to walk out of here with a win, as our final for the game is a 4-3 win for the Blues. As we'll be back tomorrow, Saturday, a 1 o'clock start time for the Blues. And we will look forward to game 2 between the Blues and the Orange County Riptide. For all players, coaches, and interns, I'm Davis Ellington saying thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a good one here at Sinsheimer, as we will get packed up and get on out of here. But we will be back for game 2 tomorrow at 1 p.m. here at Sinsheimer. Have a safe and fun-filled Friday night.